You beat the odds stacked up against you. You got a lot of people devastated. You got a lot of people confused. You got a lot of people trying to figure you out, and they just can't figure you out. You beat every stereotype that people try to place over you. Not only did these people try to place stereotypes over you, they also tried to rob you of your destiny and your future. See, they thought you was going to fall in a trap that they had set out for you. They chose to let the enemy use them to come against you. The royal soul you are, they thought it was okay to send monitoring spirits, gangs of people to come against you, gangs of people to harass you, even themselves to harass you, and thought it wasn't going to backfire. They thought they was going to set a trap. They thought they was going to put you in jail. They thought if not, they thought they was going to make you homeless. For some of you, they thought they was going to take your life. And God said, no, no. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. See, God didn't like what these people had to say behind closed doors about you. See, they was yipping and yapping and doing a lot of talking about you in a negative way. And God was listening in on their conversations about you. And low below, the conversations were very negative when it came to you and who you were. It was so negative that it almost caused you to run crazy because you didn't understand the warfare and all the negativity coming up against you, and why people chose to gossip about you, and why people send gangs of people to come against you when you just one little old person. You're one person, and they had to send all these people to come against you to make it seem like you was crazy, make it seem like you wasn't who you were. If it got to take that many people to come against one individual, it shows that them people are very weak. And it shows that this individual that they're coming against is very, very strong. You are strong. God made you strong and wise. Now look at you, radiating. You're glowing. You're glowing like never before. People can't understand your calling, your future. Why God got you in a particular place and not them. God said he didn't like what they said about you. He didn't like what they did to you. And they will have to pay for that. See, they try to dig a ditch for you, but they should have dug too, because they was going to fall in it one way or the other, because you wasn't bothering these people. You wasn't even thinking about these people. Their time and energy was focused on you. They focused on you, but you walking in your royalty. You walking in your divine light. There's a movie called Poltergeist on my TV screen right now. And in Poltergeist, there was the man that told the little girl, Carolyn, look into the light, Carolyn, look into the light. Now, these people got to look into the light because you are the bright light. They got to finally look at you for what you really are. The light, bright soul that you are. When they was too busy looking at you in a negative way, now they got to look into the light. Your haters got to look into the light. Your toxic family that came against you got to look into the light. That narcissist ex-lover of yours got to look into the light. Those messy church members that you went to church with, they got to look into the light. And when they looking into the light, they getting a rude awakening. Because when they look into the light, they see you. Yeah, they see you. They thought they was going to see somebody else. They thought they was going to see anybody but you. But no, God is making them see you in the light. Because you were always the light. You were always a good person, even though people try to make you out to be a bad person. You were always divine and royal. You were always meant to shine bright And this is what they're having a rude awakening about. You shining bright because you're supposed to shine bright. You wasn't supposed to be at the tail. You was supposed to be at the head. You wasn't supposed to be the follower. You were always meant to be the leader. You wasn't supposed to be begging. No, you was always supposed to be the lender. You wasn't the one that was supposed to be under a curse. No, you was the one that was supposed to have been blessed. You wasn't the one that was supposed to have been homeless. You were the one that was supposed to have a 3-story mansion in your name. See, this is what people get. This is what these people get. Because while they were too busy trying to set you up and plot against you, you broke all stereotypes and all the odds that were stacked against you. They're no longer an obstacle because you broke those odds. When everybody thought you was going to be the nobody one, you turned out to be the somebody that people needed for advice, for encouragement, for motivation. This is what your calling was. But your mother didn't see that. Your father didn't see that. Them people in your hometown didn't see that. They thought you was nobody. Half of them probably still think you're nobody, but does it really matter what they think? It doesn't. It don't matter what these people think. It only matters how you feel about yourself. If you guys checked out the last video when I said that, it don't matter what these people think about you. Who cares? Because you are walking in your power. You are walking in your purpose. You shining bright like the light that you are. Because your heart is righteous. Your heart is upright. You have matured. You have grew. And people can't understand that. But it ain't for them to understand. Only thing they're required to do is leave you alone and let you be you. You are free to do you. You're not stuck under any bondage. No, they wanted to place you in bondage because these people had ill intentions, bad hearts towards you for no reason. They wanted you to be in bondage, but God is flipping around now. They're in bondage. They're in bondage to watching you be the light. Look into the light. Look into the light, haters. Look into the light. They are really looking to the light. And some people are boo-hooing because they're mad because they see you. Some people are confused. Some people are toxic and miserable because it's you. How these people feel in their emotions ain't got nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and how they are. See, they shouldn't have been ugly individuals and ugly people. Then maybe they wouldn't feel some type of way about you being the person when they look into the light. They wouldn't feel so ugly in their spirit if they just treated you right. They wouldn't feel some type of way because you are the one in your hometown, the only one that God wanted to use. You are the only one that beat the odds in your hometown, in your family bloodline. See, God just didn't like ugly. He didn't like ugly. He didn't like what they said. And if they jealous, if they hating, let them be jealous and let them hate. Because how they feeling ain't got nothing to do with you. You are a good person. They can't take that against you. They can't take your light against you or your spirit. They cannot do anything, but they tried. And now everybody's just in shock and mad. Well, you tell them they can be mad at themselves. Because while they were spending time coming up against you, making you out to be a bad person, they should have been focused on their future and their goals and not focused on you. They was too busy focused on you, and now they having a sour conscience. A lot of these ugly spirited people, because it's you that's still elevating. It's you that's still making something out of yourself. It's you that's growing like and building and being new like fine wine. You're new. Old things are behind you. But they were ugly towards you. Well, I hate to say it like this, but you can finally bend over because they got your behind to kiss, if that's what they want to do, because your back is turned. So they either can do that or stand far and far away from you. You don't care how these people feel about you. You don't care about these ugly spirited people trying to make you out to be the bad person when they really was the horrible, jealous people that they were. Similar to Joseph and his brother. Joseph was the good person, but his brothers tried to make it seem like he was the bad person. Not only his brothers, Potiphar's wife, the woman that was upset because he didn't want to commit adultery with her, got him thrown in prison, told a lie that he tried to rape her. When he didn't, he just didn't like her. He told her she stank. And she didn't like that. So she got him thrown in prison. See, your story is similar to Joseph. That anointing is so bright over your life. God's favor is so good. It's just over you, his favor. And people just can't understand why God favored you and not them. Well, part of the reason why God favored you and not them is because you don't have ill intentions in your heart. You don't wish bad on people. You don't set traps for people to get them to fall in it. You don't have gang and monitoring spirits coming up after a person just to trap them up when that person ain't doing nothing to you. That's not the type of person you are, but that's how they operated. And they wonder why they're not blessed. They don't need to be blessed. God don't like ugly. And these people were being very ugly. So as they continue to look into that light, look into the light, haters, look into the light. All they gonna see is your beauty, your growth. You beat the odds that came up against you. You defied all stereotypes set against you as a person. And now you walking in your royalty because you truly are God's child. And not a hater, not a devil in hell, not a ratchet, not a whoever can't do nothing about the favor that God has over your life. And it sucks to be these people. They thought one thing about you, but God thinking a whole nother way about you. Yeah, you might have been doing some things that people didn't like. But the truth of the matter is, you grew, you matured, and you became better. And they're mad because they haven't grew or matured, and they're still the same, in the same place. They have to give you your respect. And if they don't give you your respect, whether in this life or in the afterlife, they will be forced to give you your respect because God is going to make them do it. Whether they do it at a distance or whether they see you when they click on their TV in front of their TV screen. They see you as the leader. They see you as the one that blesses others. When they look into the light, they see you in that light. They don't see nobody else. So if they mad about that, oh well. They will put some respect on your name because you deserve that respect that they was always supposed to have gave you. And if they don't give you no respect, they can stay the haters that they are, stay out your way, stay miserable, and let you move forward in peace. And that's the message I have for a royal one. Until next time. Bye-bye.